Hi guys, today me and our very lovely dog O'Donnell are gonna explain the easy fact that English is not a bother. English is cool. English is an interest. English is a hobby, okay? Forget all that stuff that you learned at school when you really try to study hard. Because all you need to learn English is...
live it.
Yes.
Make it part of your everyday life.
Woohoo!
Don't see it as grammar rules to memorize and essays to write. Try to live it. Make it part of what you do in an everyday way.
What if my everyday way is very crazy?
Well, then make your English crazy.
Yeah, I love crazy English!
So,
So, you were saying that I should really make English my everyday life thing.
yeah. What I mean is, by everyday life, you should try to live some part of your day through English.
How?
It can be, well, it's a good question, but it's not as hard as people think. First, you can go to one of the international bookstores in the city centre and buy yourself an English language newspaper.
Oh yeah, I actually like reading. But what if people on subway are gonna go like that, you know?
Okay.
Trying to look into my newspaper. What do I do with that?
Well, if you're a little bit embarrassed by reading in public,
Yeah, I'm very shy.
you could maybe access a website of English language newspapers online at home.
Really?
Yeah.
At home? Or I can do it on subway as well. You know, I have my laptop or I don't know.
Tablet.
Yeah, my tablet.
Actually, another good way is changing, now that you mentioned tablets, your gadgets, your phones, your laptops, your tablets, change all your settings into English.
Oh, like you mean contacting thing?
Well, that would be social media, but actually the operation systems of your gadgets
Oh my god,
can be changed
yeah.
into English, and that forces you to try to understand the basic instructions that are on your technology.
This is so smart. Why have I never thought about it, huh?
Yeah, people like the easy life, but unfortunately, if you make English your everyday life, it becomes easier and easier.
Unfortunately or fortunately, yeah? Could you just maybe make a list for us so that we can
Good idea.
memorize it, yeah? Because as long as you study English and make it your everyday life, you should really, you know, do something fun. Like this, for example. It's fun! Everyday life! Yay! Okay, good. So basically, I can read on subway, right?
Sure.
I can read at home in English, okay? Is it important that I buy a book that is, you know, my level of English, or should I go upper and try smarter?
Well, again, when you say buying a book, of course you mean not a boring grammar book,
Yeah.
but a novel, something that is...
Something romantic?
Yeah, of course. I don't know, you should go to one of those English language bookstores in the city centre again and choose from one of many, many novels. You can also buy novels that have different levels.
Adapted?
Yes, they're called readers, and you can speak to the person in the store and they'll help you choose the one that's right for you.
Excellent! I'll do it today. Well,
Should I put it
probably.
on the list?
Yes, please. As long as we read, we live, right?
Absolutely, reading is very important, but it should also be enjoyable.
Yeah, but if I'm bored with reading in English, you know, it's possible. It happens quite often.
It's true.
What should I do else?
Well, a very relaxing way is watch a movie. Again, people get freaked out. They're afraid that, but I won't understand. If your level is not so high, watch a movie in your native language, but with English subtitles.
What if I'm not gonna read the subtitles? We were talking, I'm tired of reading.
Well, then push yourself a little bit more and try to watch it only in English.
Wow. Would you recommend any sort of a movie I can start with?
It depends on your type of movie that you like.
Romantic.
Probably for you,
Thrillers.
Thrillers or
I love
romantic
thrillers.
comedies, right?
Yeah, either kill or laugh, okay? Or kill for laugh. This is the perfect idea. And what about like many people, for example, watch some series, yeah?
Yes.
Do you think that this is of use?
Well, just like movies, TV shows can be downloaded from the internet, and you can request on your software that it has subtitles if you want, or if you're feeling braver, just watch it directly in English.
Okay, would you suggest
There's
some,
Absolutely. True Detective in English, or
True Detective.
Game of Thrones, or The
Game of
Wire,
Thrones.
The Sopranos, all these great British and American TV series. Also, House of Cards, West Wing. These are all really popular and accessible online.
Don't know any of those, but yeah, I'm gonna start soon, maybe with good old friends. Okay, good. What else? So, I read a bit, I watched a bit of something, then I fell asleep, and I even, I dreamt in English.
Oh my goodness, how did you do that?
Really? I don't know, but it happened. So it's possible. It is really working, guys. Just read a bit in English and watch a bit of movies in English.
Well, if you want, you can make English happen in your head even when you're asleep. Leave the radio on.
My God! The radio on! Yay, we should definitely leave it on.
So there are many channels, international channels that are accessible online, or here in Moscow we have
Moscow FM. They speak
FM.
English there, but I quite often don't understand everything they say.
That's true, but the important thing is not to try to understand everything, but just try to understand some things. Every day it gets easier and easier. There is some more things that we can still do, Masha.
What? Really? But we've done everything. Social media.
The Russians, it seems, love Facebook
Yeah.
as much as they do in Ireland. Also here you have the Russian version, Kontakte,
Yes.
which is also available in English. Why not change your settings? Why not make all your interactions, or as much as possible, in English?
You are so right. Yeah. What do we do else?
Well, and it's probably the most difficult thing to do, is make a friend with an English speaker.
Make a friend with an English speaker.
He or she doesn't have to be a native speaker. Even if your friends have a higher level of English than you can still practice conversation with them.
Good. But what if I'm too scared to speak with a person who, speaks English? Not me, for example, but I have some friends who are too scared to speak English. But they know English.
Everybody has different levels. Nobody speaks English absolutely perfectly, not even native speakers.
Really?
Of course. So the important thing is try to be brave, speak as much as you can, but do a little bit every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Enjoy it. Live it. Love it. Be it. To sum up, we would just like to tell you that actually English is easy. And in order not to learn it, you just have to make it your everyday life. Just a part of it. Little part of it, okay? Don't work too hard on it. Just enjoy it. Just breathe it. Read a little bit in English. It's always good, okay? You become smarter and your English becomes better. Watch something, films, TVs, short TV shows. You do that. Do not lie to me, okay? So just do it in English. Listen to some radios. Use your social media, but in English. Contact in English is even cooler. And make some friends. Like, for example, you can make some friends together with us. It's always an option. The board is a bit dirty. Daryl, would you mind using your jacket to clean it?
No, can I use this instead?
Oh, sure, I can do it for you. This is fun. Say something, Daryl.
That's a much more effective way of cleaning than my jacket, I think. But listen, it's been a really great episode. Thank you very much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you soon, okay? Take care.
Bye-bye. Ta-da.
I made it dirty. See, now I know. Now I know why he's so concentrated when he does it all the time.